Warning, the following video contains scenes of hunting and fishing. Yuppies, beware. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to another episode of Outdoor Adventures with Cody Drury. I'm your host, CodeMan1207, aka the Camo Commander, aka Cody Drury. And we've got a great show here for you tonight. We're going to be taking a look at the past hunting seasons from 2021 to 2022. Got deer, duck, turkey, other fun surprises maybe. But I don't want to spoil the whole episode, so I guess let's go take a look and get us into this hunting season. And folks, it was a little tough seeing some stuff there. Rough start that evening, but I finally started to see some deer moving around here. You can see this littler doe out there feeding the field, but it's pretty windy, as you can hear, and deer don't really like that, so it's pretty on edge right now. But yeah, as I stated before, she's a younger deer. Definitely not going to shoot her. But just a little skittish out here with this wind. And the main reason I filmed this is just to, show you guys, what kind of goes on out in the wild. See there, she takes off running for no reason. Not really sure what the problem is, but something is spooking her. And I never really did find out what. But what I would learn here real quick is that, her sibling is not too far behind her here. There she is right there. And she's just as skittish. Not really sure what was going on. I think the wind played a big part of it. But anyways, it was a great encounter just to kind of watch what happens in the wildlife. And nothing came out of that evening hunt, but this was the very next morning, and why don't we just check in and see what happens here. Just for the record, guys, that is like within, maybe, anywhere from 11 to 15 yards. And as you can see there, my arrow kind of falls there, but it doesn't seem to affect this mama doe right here. And we have a direct hit there, as you can see. One thing I'm going to start working on here in the future is trying to remember while I'm out there that I need to try and keep the camera steady on that Tacticam. But again, first year using this camera, I'm starting to learn a lot more about it the further I go along in the season. And that look on my face usually means it's time to call in the reinforcements. So I grab my brother, my dad, one of our friends, and we start tracking this deer.
Probably about an hour or so ago I shot a doe. We're currently in the woods looking for it. Blood's been a little rough to find. Well, there she is, guys. Oh, wow, that's a good doe.
And I was excited when he was going to pick me up. So like, I'll go fucking play really quick.
Sweet.
I liked it.
Woo. Awesome. All right. Well, got my first deer of the season. Shot her with, bow and arrow, obviously, about 19 yards right out in front of my stand, and she didn't even go 100 yards in the woods. Blood trail wasn't all that good, but we ended up finding her. So, all in all, a great start here to the Missouri deer season this year. Missouri deer season 2021. Today is Monday, October 18th, and yeah, just getting started here. Well, I ended up not really seeing anything else. I was just trying to hunt for a buck. I never saw anything close enough to shoot, let alone if it was big enough or whatever. But I will say one thing. Welcome to gun season.
That wasn't either one of us, I don't think. But I do have a couple bucks running one doe around here. One's in between you and me. The other one I couldn't get a shot at one out in front of me. So just be on the lookout. I think they're decent.
So we use walkie-talkies on a regular basis, and one of the other toys I got this year is I got us some headsets for those walkie-talkies. So that's me in this video. Throughout the whole thing, you'll be seeing me, communicate with my dad, who's not super duper far away. We're hunting on the same property, obviously, and it's just kind of neat because the deer don't hear anything in the woods, but a little bit of action shots here. You can't really see because it's a little far away, but I had deer running around everywhere around me, but they're moving so fast I just couldn't get a shot here. This is the opening day, and there's definitely a lot of action going on this day. And then all of a sudden, I hear a shot from my dad's way.
What was it? Okay, I'll keep my eye.
And he ended up shooting a nice 8-point buck there. It was a good sized deer. But the very next day, my brother shot a great 10. That was definitely the biggest buck of the trip. And then it was my turn to sit there and shoot something. And so far right now, haven't really seen much, but I haven't been out here all that long until all of a sudden, right here.
That.
This isn't the most visual TV here right here, but I hit her pretty good. You could see in that video, and this is mainly just audio between me and my dad.
In the woods in front of me, a buck was chasing it, but it wasn't a very good buck. No, these came off to my right. All of a sudden I looked up, there was a doe, like right close, real close. I shot it like within bow range. And then she walked out in front, I went back, and then she stopped, and then I shot.
I also want to point out that is the very first time I was ever able to sit there and make a noise to stop a deer, so that was definitely pretty cool on my bucket list there. Had a little fun with that one, that's for sure. And now as you can see here, we're on the blood trail. A lot of blood because I shot it pretty close. I use a 308 Winchester rifle whenever I'm hunting. And I think we're starting to get pretty close. She didn't go all that far.
I got her.
Well, guys, I just shot a doe. It's in firearm season here in Missouri. She just came out about 15 minutes ago, right before 3 o'clock, and pretty much dropped her about 60 yards from where I shot her at the most. Already went and grabbed her, as you can tell. Good blood trail. So now we're just gonna see what else happens here tonight. But go down on the ground from Missouri 2021 firearm season. Whoa.
And there she is, folks. You know, she's an adult doe. Not the biggest one I've ever shot, but she's definitely an adult size because she's a lot bigger than some of the other ones I've shot when I was a kid and a couple years ago. But I still have a buck tag when all of a sudden I hear another shot come from my dad's way. And the best part of that is this was the last evening hunt we had. We only had the next day to hunt, but let's see what happens.
Nice job, brother to Bob.
And for the record, guys, brother to Bob is my uncle. His name is Bob. My dad's name is Mike. So, brother to Bob. Just a joke I threw in there to him.
I'll get down too.
And there's the action shot of our double does down there. You know, pretty cool tagging out on the same night with the does. And that pretty much brings us to an end of our gun season and both of our deer seasons, I think, for the whole year. But what's really awesome is this was the first time I was ever able to do all the processing myself, as you can see in these pictures here. Didn't have to take it anywhere. But let's move on to duck season.
Yeah, that's right there, ladies and gentlemen. I am not very good at duck calling.
See him? He's coming right at us.
Nothing has proven that more than actually filming out there this season. This is the first time I got to film duck hunting because of the new Tacticam Pro that I got earlier last year. And I can tell you right now, I suck at duck calling. In that video there, you can sit there and hear that there's a really good duck caller in there and a really terrible one in there. And let me tell you, that really terrible one is me. The better one in there is obviously my dad. But that is some very, very bad duck calling. So, I'm here to tell you, I'll work on it.
And work on it I shall. And I do want to correct myself there. I don't have a Tacticam Pro. I have a Tacticam Solo that I just got during this season last year. So let's kind of see what happens here. Huh? Definitely missed some ducks there. Just weren't shooting good.
Coming at us.
But looks like we got another opportunity here.
Going back up front.
Caught up in the
Yep, yep.
And we finally have a duck on the ground there. That was my dad. Ended up shooting that one. But duck hunting just is pretty quickly here. It's so cool to sit there and see birds falling down like that from a camera. And this was actually later in December here with this hunt. It was a pretty cool hunt just in general, and I'll explain why here in this video a little bit later. Code, I think you got more branch than duck on that one.
Shit, right here.
Any?
We didn't get any of those either.
Oh, I didn't. Folks, I show the misses because it happens a fair amount out there. It wouldn't be real if that's the case.
2021, we're almost through the duck season and the new year. I'm out here hunting with my dad and our dog Gus. This is my first time hunting with him. This is the second time that I've gotten to hunt with him. See, he's right there. He's being a good boy. Doesn't really know what's going on yet. And there's my dad. Yeah, we're out here at Duck Creek. I didn't even see that. Just had some wood ducks come over us, so hopefully we'll get some action here. I shot a couple times right this morning and didn't get anything, so wish us luck. Nice.
Get all three?
I think so. Mine's moving though. I gotta shoot it again. Come here, bud. Fetch him up.
This is one of my favorite
Fetch him
hunts,
up.
duck
Back.
hunting.
Come
just,
here.
You know, with Gus for the first time. It was definitely very entertaining, to
Come
say
here,
the
bud.
least.
See him? See her? Fetch her up. Fetch her up. Get her. Fetch her up.
No dice.
No,
He don't know any better yet. And one shot after we had a drake land in the decoys, and it was a pretty easy shot for me after it got up. And as you can see, there goes me and Gus going to get ducks. Although it looks like he's going for some decoys. There we go.
Get out of the way.
Apparently.
Come on, guys. Come on. Come on, Gussie.
And he really did do a great
Good
job.
boy. Fetch him up. Fetch him up. Come on, pup. Come on. Come on, Gus. Come on. Good boy. Good boy. Good boy. Come on. Good boy.
And folks, I believe this was the end of our duck season here.
What's up, y'all? We're out here. It's the day before. We're getting ready to turkey hunt here. Spring turkey season 2022. It's such a beautiful night out here. Just gonna do some fishing. And it's gonna be a hopefully weather will cooperate. Hopefully we'll catch some fish here, but more importantly, hopefully the weather will cooperate tomorrow. We can't see if we can get a gobbler to come into our setup. But yeah, it's a very pretty night out here. Nice, calm, not too windy. Nice and sunny. Wish me luck. He's coming down towards us.
And here's our first morning here. Spring turkey hunting. It's still pretty early, but again, I'm just filming stuff that's going by. Here's
What'd you see?
a deer. I think we had a couple does out there sitting there kind of wandering around the woods and now kind of looking at us. And there she goes. She gets spooked, and not too much longer later, start seeing some turkeys. And I saw that was a hen at first, and here's a Jake. Jake wouldn't ever just commit and film him for a little bit here, but other than that, that was pretty much all we saw all day. Can only hunt till like 1 o'clock each day. That's just the spring turkey season regulations. But film him for a little bit, but that was pretty much it until we get to our second day here. It's not very visual TV here again, folks, but what else is about to happen after this will be pretty awesome in my book. And to specify a little more, we got a turkey coming in down this fence line. It's riding the fence line out in this pasture here. We're sitting in one of our deer stands in the woods, and I think we're pretty much down to like the last hour. I don't know if it's in this video or not, if it made the cut, but we heard the siren for the noon bell. So let's see what happens here. And the turkey is down. Second gobbler ever. Well, it was a good morning. It was a pretty slow morning, actually, a little bit colder. This is our second and final hunt of the trip for this 2022 spring turkey season. This guy made the fatal mistake of coming out and gave me a pretty long shot. And we were really down to about the last hour, but he ended up, I dropped him where he was. And, you know, seems like a good sized bird, to add to the collection. Luckily, both my dad and my stepmom ended up getting birds earlier this week, so all in all, it's been a pretty good week. And folks, I actually ranged that. That was a 46-yard shot with a 12-gauge shotgun. That's the longest shot I ever had.
Our show here. I couldn't think of ending this video any other way than ending it with that turkey hunt with my dad. It's always fun whenever we get to sit there and hunt together in the stand. And it's always fun being out there. And I can't wait to start shooting for the 2022-2023 season here. We still got a few months before that happens. But just want to say, always love doing these videos. Thank you for watching. And I'll see you next episode.